Today I'm going to be showing how we can step up our webcam and video game, and we can go from this kind of quality to this kind of quality. Coming up. What's up guys, my name is Carl and welcome to Tech Hunter. I hope you're all staying safe, abiding by the rules and keeping healthy. Also, drop me a comment down below about what you've been up to, trying to keep yourself busy during isolation. Literally any comment will do. Please talk to me, I'm lonely. So this tiny piece of kit right here on your screens is the Elgato Cam Link 4K, or just the Cam Link as I'll be calling it from now on. This thing isn't cheap. It's around £120 in the UK and about $120 in the US. As of right now, in early April, or kind of mid-April, I filmed this on the 9th of April, just in case you're wondering, this thing is out of stock everywhere. But I've been assured that this will be returning by the end of the month at the very latest. One thing you also need though is one of these, a camera. The key thing you will need though is a HDMI output on your camera. Some cameras may shoot 4K footage, some might not, and some might not even output 4K footage over HDMI, even though they can record it. So you might just be limited to 1080p footage if your camera doesn't support 4K out over HDMI. You can use plenty of cameras. Elgato has a list of compatible ones on their website. I'll leave a link right below that like button for you to check out in the description down below. Fun fact though, my camera, this one right here, the Panasonic G85, isn't on that list, and it works completely flawlessly at 4K 30 FPS. I also tested a GoPro Hero 4 Black, another camera that isn't on that list, and it worked completely fine too. So if your camera is not on the list, don't be disappointed, as it might be worth trying for yourself first, or doing maybe a quick Google search to see if anybody else has tried your camera with the Cam Link. Also, to make the best use of the Cam Link, you're likely to need one of these two, a micro HDMI to HDMI cable. You can get these in between 1 and 5 meter lengths, probably longer if you looked harder. If you want to use the same one as me though, I'll leave a Amazon affiliate link in the description below for you to check one of these things out. I use another one of these cables again for an overhead camera setup too that I have used connected to a 4K display. Another thing worth looking out for though could be a main supply cable for your camera. So you can plug it into a socket outlet so you don't have to worry about battery life dying, or you could hook it up to maybe an external battery depending on what type of camera you have, to make sure that your battery doesn't cut out during maybe an important meeting. Also, tripods and mounting equipment are also something you might need to consider. I'll leave some things and ideas in the description down below. If you don't have one already, just make use of maybe some boxes or some books. They'll probably work for now. As far as setup is concerned though, it is pretty simple. Plug this thing into a USB 3 port, they're usually the blue ones, on your PC or laptop. It will not work over USB 2.0, so do bear that in mind. It's also a bit of a thick boy, so you may well struggle to plug it into your PC if you have maybe a lot of other peripherals or USB devices plugged in back there as well. Once plugged in though, head over to the Elgato website, head to downloads, then install the 4K capture utility. Then just follow the steps to install it. Once you're installed, open it up, it'll likely have an update, so just let it do its thing. It can be a bit temperamental sometimes. I'll admit that the software isn't perfect. It might not recognize your camera straight away, as you can see here. Mine said no signal, and then about 10 seconds later, it just worked. So don't be too hasty to close it and start unplugging things and being worried it's not working. So it could just be the software messing around. Another quick fix can just be to close and reopen the program. Honestly, that seems to fix it more often than not. Once you're hooked up though, and your camera has enough battery or is mains powered, you can pretty much use the Cam Link like any other camera. I quite often use mine with OBS, though if you want to go down that route, that can involve some extra tinkering. You might want to check out Eposvox on YouTube if you want advice on OBS and getting capture devices working on that, because that is what I did exactly. He is the stream professor after all, he knows what he's talking about, so I'd just recommend doing that as well. But I've also more recently used this thing for Zoom a couple of times. I think I used it on House Party one evening only, and you can also use it on Skype as well. Windows recognizes it as just another webcam pretty much, which makes it super easy to use. Now, if you want a high quality webcam like the Logitech C920, which I'm kind of recording to the side on at the moment, these things are upwards of around £90 to £100 in the UK right now, whereas they were just kind of £60 over a month ago. If you have a webcam, you're not happy with the footage, and you've got a pretty good DSLR or mirrorless camera, or video camera maybe, just kind of sat around, or even a GoPro, then the Cam Link 4K is easily the best way to hugely step up your webcam quality. Whether it's for your own peace of mind, or you just want your video quality looking sharp AF on your next Zoom or Skype meeting, the Cam Link, when hooked up to a pretty good camera, absolutely delivers on that. In case you were wondering, my Panasonic Lumix G80 or G85, as it's known in the US, is a 4K micro four thirds camera with a 25mm f1.7 lens that I bought for about £500 used as an A+ rated camera on a website called Wex, I think it is, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. So I bought 2 of them. One of them is filming right now. I'm not telling everybody to go out and spend £600-ish to get nice webcam quality, but I'm just letting you know that if you've already got the expensive part, the camera, then as far as photography and videography gear is concerned, you might already know about that, which is hella expensive. £120-ish to get this kind of nice 4K footage straight into your PC, ready for streaming even, or whatever you want to use it for, is pretty damn reasonable in my eyes. Anyway guys, that brings us to the end of the video. If you have any questions about the Cam Link or how to set it up if you're having any issues, feel free to leave them down below. I'll do my best to answer them all if I can. And if you made it this far in the video, feel free to click that like button as well, please. And if you decide my face hasn't offended you, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you can get notifications as to when my next video goes live. I'm thinking about doing something on maybe lighting. I've got a few things set up around here which I feel are quite cheap, good options. So yeah, that may be something in the works very soon. I'm going to do something to keep myself busy. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Cheers.